Once upon a time, there was a curious scientist named Alexander Fleming who was always on the lookout for new discoveries. He'd spent years studying bacteria and trying to find ways to combat the diseases that they caused. Now one day he returned from a 2-week vacation to find a petri dish that he left in his laboratory containing Staphylococcus bacteria had become contaminated with mold. Now, most scientists would have just thrown away the contaminated dish, but no, not Alexander. He was a curious man who always looked for the silver lining in every situation. He noticed that the bacteria surrounding the mold had been killed and decided to investigate further. This chance discovery led to the discovery of penicillin, the first successful antibiotic the world had ever seen. Alexander was initially met with skepticism, but he persevered and eventually convinced the world of the amazing potential of this discovery. Penicillin, of course, would go on to save countless lives and change the course of medical history forever. Alexander's moldy petri dish had paved the way for a whole new era in medicine and earned him a Nobel Prize in Physiology or Medicine. Fast forward to 1895 and we have Wilhelm Röntgen, another curious scientist who was conducting experiments with cathode rays. Now he was trying to find a way to create a more powerful source of rays, but he never expected the results that he got that fateful day. Suddenly he noticed a strange green glow on a nearby screen. Further investigation revealed that the glow was produced by a new type of radiation, a radiation that he named X-rays. This fluke discovery would change the face of medicine forever and help diagnose countless diseases. Wilhelm was initially met with disbelief, but he continued to work on perfecting the use of X-rays in medicine. Now, not too long after this, Marie Curie, the famous scientist and Nobel Prize winner, stumbled upon the discovery of the radioactive element radium while studying pitchblende, a type of uranium ore. She noticed a strange glowing light and eventually isolated the element radium. Her discovery would go on to revolutionize medicine and change the way we understand the universe. Mary and her husband Pierre worked tirelessly to isolate radium and prove its properties to the world. Their work earned them a Nobel Prize in Physics and a Nobel Prize in Chemistry, making them the only couple to win 2 Nobel Prizes in different fields. Finally, we have Georges de Mestral, a Swiss engineer who was on a hunting trip. He was a man who loved the great outdoors and was always looking for inspiration in nature. He noticed that the burrs from plants kept sticking to his clothes and to his dog's fur. He studied the burrs under a microscope and discovered that they had tiny hooks that caught the fibers of his clothes. This observation led him to invent Velcro, a product that has become an indispensable part of our daily lives even today. Naturally, George was initially met with ridicule, but he never gave up on his idea. He spent years perfecting his invention and eventually won over the world of its convenience and versatility. Today, Velcro is used in everything from clothing to spacesuits, and George is remembered as one of the most innovative inventors of all time. And that, my friends, is the story of some of the wild and crazy ways that scientific discoveries were made, from moldy petri dishes to hunting trips. It's amazing how seemingly random moments can lead to groundbreaking scientific breakthroughs. So always keep your eyes peeled, because who knows what kind of amazing discoveries you might make. Like this video right here on how one line of code killed many people. Go and check that out, and I'll see you over there.